So hi guys, my name is Gopika and I was born in Kerala, but I currently live in Bangalore. And I was brought up entirely in the Middle East in Bahrain. And post that, I did my undergrad in NIFT from NIFT in fashion communication. And post that, I've also interned in various companies to finally end up in the advertising industry. I have about a year of experience in an ad agency called Bluebot in Bangalore. And apart from this, I also like dancing, traveling, photography, and also exploring new places and cuisines. So this is just a brief timeline of how I prepared myself from the admission offer to the orientation. So I got my admission offer in Jan, and so the graduate housing cycle opens in May. So just as a backup, I had started looking out for off-campus accommodation in April. And then in May, when it opened, I applied for it. In June, I got the confirmation. In July, I applied for the student visa. So here is where the university also comes in, and they will also help you a lot to go through the whole process. So you don't have to worry much about that. I got the approval in within 15 days, but I think it depends from person to person. And by July end, I booked my tickets and moved into the graduate hall, and the orientation week starts. And in August, the trimester one started. So now how our class is different from India. Here we have a lot of readings and videos, a lot of articles to read, a lot of books to read before you come to the class. So always come prepared. For most of our courses in marketing science, two out of four courses from trimester one was industry level clients. We worked with them for our group assignments, and it's really great. Another thing that I really liked is over here they appreciate the professors after every class, so like they clap, which is a really cute gesture. Some professors also bring us goodies, so you can see this is a mooncake. It's usually eaten during the Chinese New Year, and which is fun. Some courses, we also have games, so the professors try to make it interactive. So we have online and physical games. Like you can see, we had like a Lego exercise where they gave us a situation and we had to create something out of it. So yeah, and on the right hand side, you can see the NTU Hive, and this is below that is the view of NBS. I mean, from NBS, you can see the Hive. Next is if you wanna study in NTU Singapore, here are some things that you should be at least a little bit aware of. So number one, it's a hot climate. Compared to Bangalore, Singapore is like super hot. But yes, just be prepared for that. Competition is also super high. Alumni connections are diverse, but still the competition is high. In Singapore, public transport is super convenient. So you either walk or you take the bus or the train. And you can also join the Graduate Student Association. They take part in major festivals. So yeah. So one of the reasons why I chose NBS is one, because it's highly ranked. So as Regine said, it's ranked number 26 in the world. So that's a great opportunity. Number two is MMS course curriculum. So this MMS program had a more tech and AI related course as compared to the other universities in UK or US, where they were offering more traditional coursework. And the last reason is Singapore. So Singapore is like the main portal from Asia to to the rest of the world. So, and also the Asian market is doing comparatively better than the Europe and US markets. So, yeah. What are key takeaways from trimester one is one, like I said, two out of four courses were backed by industry clients. So that really stimulates the entire learning environment. You get to get feedbacks from the clients, which is great. And you get to learn from your peers. So all our subjects, we were in groups and we got to learn from our group members. And yeah, so that's basically it. So if you have any questions, you can ping me anytime on LinkedIn. And yeah, just scan the QR code, or you can just search me up like Gopika Vipin. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Gopika. This was extremely insightful and extremely motivating for students looking at marketing or marketing science. It's good to know that the marketing program at NBS is not just pure traditional marketing. but combines the science, analytics, and everything into the combination, which is what is relevant for today's markets. With that, let me invite our next student to talk about his experience at NBS. Let me hand over the screen to Leandro to tell us about his journey as an MSc Financial Engineering student at NBS. Over to you, Leandro.
Just a minute. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Leandro Rodrigues. I come from Mumbai, India. I'm a full-time master student at pursuing an MSc in Financial Engineering at NTU NBS. So through this presentation, I'll be sharing my experience at NTU so far. Let's begin. So this is just a brief overview about me. I successfully concluded my undergraduate degree at IIT Delhi in May 2023. I was majoring in mathematics and computing. So this was a rigorous 4-year program which equipped me with a robust understanding of mathematics and programming. And this essentially laid a strong foundation for an understanding of both these topics, which in turn helped me like finalize my decision for my further academic pursuits. Um, I have also done two significant internships during my undergraduate tenure. One was a data science intern at Huawei Technologies, and the other was a financial research intern at the Indian Institute of Quantitative Finance. So the second internship at IIQF basically helped me get a lot of insight into how modern computing methods and statistical models serve as a foundation of quantitative finance. And this in turn really spiked up my interest in the domain of quantitative finance and pushed me into applying for an MFE program. So there were a lot of a lot of factors that I considered while applying for an MFE program. When I essentially was researching through a lot of universities, the NTU MFE program just stood out to me as a perfect match for my requirements and needs. Like the primary factors for this would be the internationally acclaimed university that it is, and the consistently ranked as a top MFE program in Asia Pacific. Apart from that, the robust curriculum with a focus on practical skills and real world applications, and the strong ties with financial institutions leading to ample networking opportunities in Singapore were other factors that motivated me. Also, the opportunity to complete the program within a year, along with a term at Carnegie Mellon, which is another world-renowned institution, was also a very big plus point. So, like prior to sending in my application, I had prepared and took the GRE and IELTS examinations and had crafted a customized resume and statement of purpose for the relevant universities and program. So, yeah, that's about my preparation for this program. The image that you see here is the official acceptance mail that I had got from NTU in January 2023. So it was like just merely 10 days after my online interview. And the bottom right picture is the first image I took after coming to NTU, which was the entrance of the Graduate Hall 2, in which I'm currently residing in. So a bit more into the program itself. So the MFE program is truly interdisciplinary. So the first half of the program is focuses more on the individual facets of mathematics, programming, and finance, while the later half integrates all these three into the main topics of quantitative finance like term structure, risk management, and option pricing. The curriculum is highly technical and it covers virtually every facet of the quantitative finance industry there is. The as Regine had mentioned, the program is split across 6 mini terms. Each mini term like going across I guess around 7 weeks, and has 4 modules in each mini term. So additionally, if I had to mention about how the teaching in NTU is different from that of the universities in India, I would say that the teaching is much more focused on the Edgar Dale's cone of experience. So course curriculum is typically more focused on practical skills, hands-on experience, case studies, real-world applications. The assessment methods are also quite diverse, including continuous assessments, projects, and article presentations. You also have even the professors have greater flexibility in designing and updating their courses, and thus they can incorporate more industry trends. And also, I'd like to mention the career development office at NTU has been of a great help so far, with a lot of emphasis on professional development through workshops and industry collaboration. Uh, Moreover, the NBS, which is one of the leading business schools in Asia Pacific, attracts a lot of students from diverse nationalities and academic backgrounds. So this leads to a more holistic learning environment where there's a lot more exchange of perspectives. Also, the area of MSc programs at NBS also gives MFE students the opportunities to take up additional electives if you are interested in some other program course. So these are some of the socializing activities that I've actively participated in so far. The first image is of the chill out event, where not just students but also past alumni of the MFE program and the program professors were also invited in at the M Hotel. The second image is students of the graduate hall 2, where like we had gone on first a hiking trail, followed by a bus tour to major tourist spots of Singapore. And the third is the MSc social night at NBS Gaia. So where like all the different MSc students of NBS had been invited, and we could like interact with them, get to know more about their perspectives and so far. So this was a very good opportunity to learn more about the different programs as well as the perspectives of students, professors, and alumni of NBS. So this is just a compilation of my favorite spots to hang out or visit on campus. So the first two images are at North Pines, so the ARC building and the Levinam Library, followed by the Jurong Eco Gardens, which is like on the outskirts of NTU, a serene and sustainable oasis with a lot of plant species and diversity. Next is the Chinese Heritage Center, which again provides a lot of insight into the Chinese community of Singapore and their culture and heritage. Next is the most famous building of NTU. The first one is the home of the Nanyang Business School, Gaia, fully wooden building, and the next one is the Hive, which is another very famous hangout spot in NTU. And finally, I would just like to mention, like, since Singaporeans are really passionate about their food, I just wanted to mention about the different cuisines and options that are available in campus. So one of my favorite places is the Indian stall at the Tamarind Hall Canteen, which serves up a lot of vegetarian options as well as non-vegetarian options. Next is the Hot Hideout, which provides a lot of delectable mala dishes. Next, we have the Cod Cafe, specifically the Vietnamese stall, very famous for its banh mi and pho. And we also have the Thai food stall. Thai food stall, which is also quite popular among graduate students. And one of my favorite places to have Western food is the Pasta Express at North Point. So these are some of my favorite like places to have lunch and dinner. So that's about it. Thank you, and I hope I could give you some insights.
Great. Thanks, Leandro. That was extremely insightful. Masters of Financial Engineering is, of course, a very popular choice now for students wanting to get into quantitative finance, investments, analysis, the world of investment banking, or even fintech and technology these days. So very popular choice again over there. Lastly, let me bring in the last student. Let me bring in Shivani, who is a MSc Business Analytics student at NBS. We are going to understand about her experience, and then I'm going to take up a lot of questions for them. I see the questions which have come in around the cost of education, scholarships, prerequisites, and all of that, career prospects as well. So I'm going to take up all of these questions for them very shortly. Shivani's is a short presentation for 5 minutes, so let's take that, and then we'll come to the questions. So stay put with us. Shivani, over to you.
Hi, thank you. I'll just share. Yeah. Let me know if my screen is
It
visible.
is. It is.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shivani, and I'm currently studying business analytics at NBS. So I'll talk briefly about my journey. So starting from my schooling, I completed my schooling from a CBSE school, and I opted for physics, chemistry, maths combination along with economics, and then I was preparing for JEE mains and advanced in my 12th grade, hoping to enter into IITs like every other Indian. But then I chose to not go to IITs, and then I moved to LSR, which is a part of Delhi University, where I considered taking up statistics honors as my major degree, and I did my minors in economics. Throughout my undergrad days, I was keeping myself involved with a lot of activities like organizing department events or participating in the case competitions. And I was also a part of the dance club in my undergrad. And because I was not sure which industry I wanted to get into after my undergrad, I thought consulting would be the best option for me, where I could get exposure to multiple industries and how the actual corporate businesses work. So I plan to join a management consulting company called Praxis Global Alliance, where I worked for around 1.5 years and got an opportunity to work for different clients, like venture capitalists or private equity, and projects ranging from electric vehicles or healthcare or neobanks. So I got to work on a lot of um, I got a lot of hands-on experience with while working at Praxis, and further I decided to go to NTU for my master's degree in business analytics. So my decision for uh, at the MSBA, currently I'm one of the 12 Indians that the MSBA course has, and I'm a part of the brand ambassador as well. And I'm the weekend planner of my class. So yesterday, I mean, weekend came a little early, so we went to a board game cafe. So that was a brief background about me and why I chose to do MSBA. So I feel that the learning process would be a little more structured, and I could learn programming and coding more formally because I come from a statistics background, and we were not doing a lot of coding during my statistics. So I thought that this would be a great platform where I could learn coding more professionally. And the one thing that stood out for me for joining MSBA at NTU was the data practicum. So that is a essential module where we are supposed to do an internship as the part of the course curriculum. So it's not just learning in the class, but also applying what we have learned in the class in a real world example. And then was pivoting into a more technical role because while I was working as a business analyst at Praxis, I realized that there was a gap that I need to bridge between using my business understanding and using my technical capabilities to solve those business problems. So I feel that MSBA could help me bridge that gap. And the third most important aspect was the professional growth and leadership, because we have people coming in from different countries and different backgrounds, and some of them are from accounting background or finance background or economics. So it's a great opportunity to interact with everyone, get to know about their experiences, their work, their career journey, and then learn along with them. So that was another thing. And then was getting the foundation ready for the future skills. So because the world in technology, it's changing every day. It's said that the technology changes every day. So to keep up with the changing world, it's necessary to have a good foundation and to know where we are heading. So I think that MSBA is that platform that will make me ready for the future changes in technology. Talking about preparing for the big move, so I was very active and checking my emails very regularly, attending all the pre-briefing sessions, taking note of the important deadlines, like Gopika was also mentioning, like applying visa or when the classes are starting, when you need to book your flights. So you need to take a note of those important dates, and then printing the necessary documents for verification, connecting with the batchmates and seniors, because of course it helps a lot, and watching videos of the students who are currently on campus. So NTU has a lot of content on social media, I would recommend you should follow them on social media like YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you would get a deeper insight into what a day looks like when you would be coming here to study. So that would give you a sort of comfort to know what you are going to experience. And last but not least, cherishing your time with your family and friends. So have a lot of good times with them before you come here. Moving on about my first experience, my first impression of Singapore or NTU. So the picture that you can see here on the top left is from 2013. That was 10 years ago. That was the first time I came to Singapore as a tourist. And the picture on the right is this year. So this is like 10 years. It makes me feel very nostalgic that 10 years ago I was here as a tourist. And that that tourism gave me so much confidence. I still remember like my way back to home. I was talking to my dad wanting to study in Singapore because I really loved the culture and the environment in the country because everything is very systematic and people are very open to talk and the culture is quite diverse here. So you won't feel very left out and because English is widely spoken, so communication is also not a barrier. So you can consider coming here and studying. And talking about my first impression of NTU, so the leftmost picture is at NTU we have a lot of open study areas, which gives you beautiful view. So you can study with a view. And the second one is of course the Hive. The third one is the evening sky. So while you are at NTU, you can go around the campus. The campus is huge, so you can go for walks during evenings, and the evenings are quite beautiful. So you would want to cherish the evening skies. And the fourth one is the inside of Gaia. So we have round tables and study sections wherein you can have group discussions and you can just sit there and study. So these are some of the pictures from my earlier days at NTU. Um, Talking about my first impression, my of with my classmates and professors. So the leftmost picture is the team bonding activity that we had. So the first time we were meeting did not actually feel that we were meeting for the first time because we already had classes online for a month before that. So this is the team bonding session that we had where we were given certain activities. It was like a treasure hunt within the college campus. So we got to know campus even better. Along with that, we also got to know a lot about our classmates. So that was a good experience. And the second picture in the middle is the seminar room. So this is where we have our classes. So I still remember like watching one of the videos before coming to NTU and seeing people from different countries sitting together and studying. I was very scared, like if I would be able to fit in into this. But today, when I look back, I I mean, this is my favorite part of the entire day. I look up to the classes because it's not just study in this room, but you also get to know so much about different cultures and people coming from different countries. And the next is the last picture is my favorite so far. We had a presentation on the last day of our first trimester where the professor treated us all with donuts. So it was a really sweet gesture to end the first trimester. Um, Talking about how is Singapore different? So yes, you can say that English is widely spoken here, but we have something called Singlish here, which is quite similar to English, but as you can see that yes is not said yes, but it's Canla. It's a very local way of saying yes in Singapore. So yeah, that is something that was different, and I got to learn only after I came here to study. And the best thing about studying in Singapore is you have a lot of places in and around Singapore to explore. So I like staying outdoors. So I've done 3 to 4 treks so far. Some of them are posted here. And then I went to Vietnam for my for my trimester break. And then last week I went to Johor Bahru for just to hang out with my friends because in trimester 2 our classes have been shuffled and we are studying with a new group of people. So just wanted to know them better. So this I thought that this would be the perfect way of getting to know them even better outside class. And just a final tip, like before you move here, you should do your research about the course and college you want to go, connect with the people and the students who are currently studying at NTU. And you should be very open to the cultural diversity because you're in for a treat if you want to try new cuisine or make new friends or get to know about different cultures. And as we have already seen in previous presentations also, it's quite warm in Singapore, so pack convenient clothes for yourself. And because we have a lot of MRT, like train and bus facility for transportation, so get familiar with the EasyLink card or the local SIM card that would just help you to transition smoother into Singapore. And finally, make a bucket list of all the things that you want to study, that you want to explore while you're studying. If you want to stay outdoors, look for treks. If you want to go around Singapore, just look for the places that you want to visit or the cuisines you want to try. And yes, you would enjoy your time while you're studying here. So that's all from my end, and would be happy to answer any of your questions now.
If you like this video, click the bell icon for more such content.